I wish that Youngkin could have got to 2020 with Winsome Sears being the tying vote in the state Senate and kept the House majority. But last night was not nearly what I think people want to make it out to be.
We begin tonight with politics, the morning after the 2023 vote. Democrats showed surprising strength, and it was a rough night for Republicans in an election where the issue of abortion loomed large. In Virginia, Democrats maintained control of the state Senate and flipped the House of Delegates. And Kentucky's Democratic Governor Andy Beshear won re-election handily in a state that overwhelmingly voted for Trump in 2020. And Ohio voters passed a measure guaranteeing the right to an abortion in their state constitution. Democrats have poured money into these races, and they clearly think they have a winning issue with defending so-called abortion rights. So why has the battle for life taken such a blow? We're joined now by Ned Ryun, the CEO of American Majority. Ned, welcome back to the show. It's always good to see you.
Thanks, Lindsay. Good to be with you.
Okay, so Virginia's vote is a huge blow to Governor Glenn Youngkin, who campaigned hard on winning the entire General Assembly, yet he lost the House and the Senate. You know, the issue of abortion was key to his campaign. Was that the losing issue for him? What went wrong here?
I don't think so, actually. I mean, if you look, it's a 15-week ban with exceptions for the life of the mother, incest, and rape, and in a state that Biden won by 10 points. It was really a 50-50 issue, Lindsay, and Youngkin still had 54% coming into the election. So I think people want to say that it was an issue. I think some of the bigger issues are just more fundamentals. People need to understand that lines were redrawn end of 21. There was an independent commission that couldn't get its act together, so the Virginia Supreme Court took over and then appointed two special masters that wrote some lines that I would argue cost Republicans at least 3 House districts, and that was at the end of 21. So we knew coming into last night it was going to be a hard-fought battle to get to 2020 in the state Senate and to keep the majority. And I would remind people too, Lindsay, if you want to look for lessons out of last night, Republicans won every state House and state Senate district that was Biden plus 9 or less. And if Republicans in 2022 had the same results, they'd have 235 majority in the U.S. House. So I think we should be careful about drawing too many conclusions about last night. Yes, it was disappointing as a Virginia resident. I wish that Youngkin could have got to 2020 with Winsome Sears being the tying vote in the state Senate and kept the House majority. But last night was not nearly what I think people want to make it out to be.
I appreciate that reality on the ground that you see there. It's interesting because many Republicans were hoping that Glenn Youngkin was the future of the party. Some of these big donors that have been pushing him to put his name in the hat. After last night's results, what does his political future look like, or is it too soon to tell?
I have to tell you, if he runs in 2028, I will definitely be for Glenn Youngkin running for president in 2028. I think 2024 was a stretch, Lindsay. Even if he had announced this week, I believe he would have missed filing deadlines for South Carolina and Nevada primary ballot, which made no sense. It just didn't make sense, the timing for him to run in 2024, and also to run against the 800-pound gorilla in the GOP primary, Donald J. Trump. But if he runs in 2028, I think he's got a very solid chance to be highly competitive in the GOP primary in 2028, and I'd be for it.